first. Niyake.
Pivawona.
Kikerus.
Alito. Sio.
Ansti Hunterish.
Gwana.
Kunamante.
Yate.
Good morning, good morning. We are live from 1950 South Shepherd. I have some guests with me this morning. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
My name is Melina, and I am with the Dreams program, working with the prevention program.
Hi.
My name is Mianna. I'm enrolled CNA and I signed up for this program. I'm really excited to be here.
I can barely hear y'all.
Nice.
Can you hear them?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have some guests with me. This is really exciting. We started out and I got to show them how we set up all of our equipment, set up our camera, set up our soundboard, and all of that. So they are here this week doing the visuals and media camp, and it was for ages 14 through 25. The topics that they're covering this week are going to be phone photography, podcasting, videography, cultural awareness in media, journalism, content creation, digital citizenship, still action photography, and positivity in social media. And so when I was kind of going over this camp with Christina, she said that the vision that they have for this is that we're going to have our youth in different areas, different communities, out west, Watonga, Canton, just different places that we might not be. Our kids in the Tribal Youth Council, they're going to get this training or this, workshop in social media. And whenever different events are happening that we are not able to attend, or maybe we're not in that area today, they can create content at those events and be our little producers behind the scenes. So, yeah. That's what you guys are doing this week. That's pretty cool. You get to hang out at 1950. And I'm grateful that they asked me to, be a part of it. So how do you guys feel about yesterday?
Yesterday was fun. We got to go downtown and take a bunch of pictures. Going down the arena walls is always fun. I always see something that I didn't see from before.
Yeah, that's cool.
One thing I liked about yesterday was we did interviews. I did maybe about 4. I thought we were just doing them for fun, but then I ended up actually asking them questions, and the people who work with the program, and it was really fun. And I just like interviewing.
Really? That's awesome. Maybe you'll go down that avenue, as you get older as far as career. So yeah, this is fun. We never set up like this, like with the headphones and and I don't know. I think that we should make some changes to our lives. Hopefully Barry doesn't, get on to me. No. No, I hope the rest of our team is having a good time at the conference that they're at. I literally cannot remember where they're at.
Was it Minnesota?
Minnesota.
I think.
They are awesome. I just know that they were asked to be at this event and speak, and
then Desi's
they're doing the good work.
Desi's having a blast in Cancun.
Yeah, who knew Des was on a cruise right now? What? No, Des, I hope you're having the best time ever. You deserve it.
I feel like since I've been here, I haven't seen her.
Des?
I haven't seen her.
Really? She's busy, really. She's a busy bee. Good morning, Laura.
She's got 2 years and 7 months clean. That's good.
Sweet.
Congratulations.
Thank you for sharing it.
Yay.
We love to see it. We love to see people sober and healthy. So, we are going to go ahead and do the morning meditation with you guys. I'm going to talk to my guests today about how that resonates with them. But they are they're young. How old are you guys?
I'm 17.
17?
I'm 16.
16. Okay. So we can talk about how, I know you guys are going over some prevention topics today, but maybe how, what you know about addiction or recovery, or what you've learned even just being here so far. So I know you've been in a couple of my circles. Yeah. All right. Theta, you want to put the meditation on there
Yes.
for me?
Yep. So I go to banners, click on show, and then take that one off. So
Okay.
I don't know if y'all seen.
It is July 9th, Summer Meditations with Native American Elders. We have to educate ourselves to know who we are. That's what I mean when I say teach the children. Eddie Benton Benai Ojibwe. It is only by knowing ourselves that we can get in touch with our power. It is said, tell me what you know about yourself, and I'll tell you what you know about God. Tell me what you know about God, and I'll tell you what you know about yourself. As we increase knowledge of ourselves, as we choose to grow spiritually, as we clean up our act, and then we can teach the children. My Creator, you have said, know thyself. Today, let me see the wisdom of this truth. Give me your insight of myself. I am always walking the talk, and most people can see it. Today, help me and guide me on the red road. Ooh. That was a good one. That was so good. How fitting. It talks about children, and I know you guys are teenagers, but really, from my perspective, those of us that are walking this healing journey today are only doing it. So, not only, we're doing it for the 7 generations behind us and the 7 generations before us, the healing had to start somewhere. And so, I don't know, that is just beautiful. It is by knowing ourselves that we can get in touch with our power. And I want to let you guys share on it first, because I'm going to go off on a tangent if I get started. So, which one of you would like to go first?
Wait, what?
Just say how, maybe talk about how that, relates with you, or how that makes you feel. If you have any thoughts on it, anything like that.
I really
You
liked
want to hold
it.
it?
Yeah,
So
sure.
you can, if you need to refer back to it, I always like to do that.
Yeah, like you said, I thought it was really fitting since, all of us are here today. We all gathered so we can, learn from each other, which is, this is really on point with today. Like, I don't think it was a coincidence,
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's always good for us to be improving as Indigenous people, because, life is all about learning and then keeping that knowledge and giving it back to our people and to our young ones.
Whoa. The wisdom coming from this young woman this morning. My gosh. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Do you want it?
I'll take it. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting this, so I don't really know what to say.
That's the beautiful part about it. Most mornings it is what I need to hear. You know what I mean? In some way, shape, or form. But no pressure. Just, you can even just talk about how you're feeling this morning, how it feels to be on this live right now. Who are you? Just kidding.
Never realized how tough of a question that was. Until, well, how I'm feeling on this podcast right now, I'm feeling great. Usually, I would have more, I feel like energy when talking, but right now I don't really know why. Maybe it's just because I got a whole setup in front of me and I feel a little pressured, not to talk, but
It's a little intimidating, yeah.
So now I'm like, I don't know what to say, but every other time I know what to say and I know how to talk, but for some reason right now. I don't know why.
It's like getting used to another form of public speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's totally okay. I feel like I used to, when I used to get on the live once a week before I started working with Tor, I used to really plan and take notes and, come up with topics and things like that. And it is good to have a plan, but also I have a past, I have a story. And so sometimes I can let it flow from my heart, from my experiences, and just go straight, straight from the inside, I guess. And sometimes I don't have all the good, the good words and the good thoughts, and it might just be a little silly, something about me talking about the weekend and things like that. But I don't know. I like to talk about real life experiences on here. I think that is what makes it relatable,
Right. Can't make up being yourself every day.
Right. Can't be
Okay.
someone you're not.
Yeah, you don't wake up and pretend to be yourself.
I like that. Let's see. Do we have some comments?
Yes, we do. So we have let's see, hold on a second. Trina D. Andrew, good morning. I have 10 years of sobriety.
Good morning.
Again, Trina,
Cheers.
chiming in from Spokane Reservation in Washington. Boris,
Awesome. Thank you for tuning in.
Boris Ha, morning from Chickasha. Have a good day, Aho.
You too.
Cassandra Tai, good morning.
Good
David
morning, good
Deere, good morning. Cassandra Tai, 98 days sober. And then Dina
Awesome.
Baca, good morning from Albuquerque.
Good morning. Thank you all for tuning in. 98 days is very special.
Yes, it is.
No matter how many days of sobriety you have, whether it be 1 or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000, I think that you are very important, and it takes a lot of courage to share that with other people,
And then Cassandra Tai just said Sacramento, California.
Oh, Cali.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to Cali.
Me too.
Did you guys go with youth council?
Yeah, I just got back.
What? Do you want to talk about that? How was that?
Oh, that was really fun. And I think about, now that I'm thinking about it, with the prevention thing and the topics that we want to talk about, I feel like on that trip I was feeling a little bit anxiety and I want to say depression, but like sadness. I was happy to be on the trip. I was just so grateful for the opportunity to go again. But just being there gave me a lot of anxiety. I really don't know why. But overall, if you put all that to the side, I had a really fun trip. The beaches are so beautiful. And being around other Native youth just like me was another amazing experience.
It's good. Do you think that you were homesick? Maybe?
Yeah, I get homesick a lot.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
probably
bad.
what it was. Yeah.
Another thing, that took a lot of vulnerability for you to share that on here today. So thank you for that. One thing I've noticed when traveling is you don't know just how comfortable you are in your hometown until you get outside of it. And then you're having to navigate like this whole new place because, I just went to New York and with no plan, no itinerary. I didn't know, like normal people would map things out, So I guess that fear of just being in a place that is kind of not unknown. What's the word I want to say? See, words are hard for me today. Unfamiliar is the word I was looking for.
Unfamiliar territory.
Being in an unfamiliar place can cause some anxiety sometimes, but yeah, I think that's cool that you got to go and learn and take part in a lot of special things while you were there. How was the experience for you?
Oh, I didn't go. I was just gonna say I would love to go to all the Cali powwows soon, maybe next year. I'm really thinking about it because me and my family wanted to go up to Sandman powwow this year, but we're planning just staying home, like for the rest of the powwows. There's something going on every weekend here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting into powwow season for sure.
Oh yeah.
I love powwow season.
I know the powwow at Concho is going to be a pretty big deal. Summerfest too. You know, all of us at 1950 get to help take part in those activities, and I'm actually really excited. I've always been to the powwow, but never to like Summerfest, like all the sports and stuff.
Mhm.
So that should be fun. Maybe hot though. Gotta remember to drink our water.
Yes.
Hydrate. I have.
About-
Sorry. What?
I was going to say, what about Stroud? Are you guys going to Stroud? Anybody?
I want to go so bad.
I have never been to Stroud.
Really?
What powwow is
Second
that?
Fox Powwow?
Really?
Jim Thorpe Powwow Grounds or something like that. I know there's a sign. There's like an archway, but there's like a pool right across the street, and then they give rations out too for like people who want to camp all weekend.
Nice.
But yeah, super excited. There's drum contest. There's a 3-man winner take all hand drum contest. So start practicing.
That's good.
For sure. I'd be surprised if Res Covery wasn't taking part in that, you know? Who knows? Let's see. Shayna. What's up, Shayna? Good morning, sisters. I'm 248 days well today. Have a day full of blessings.
Yay.
And Dina.
She has 11,289 day today.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome. Thank you both for sharing that. I just redid I did our August calendar, and I realized that my 3rd sober birthday will be coming up in August on the 11th. So that's pretty crazy.
That's good.
In sobriety, life is still hard, but it gets going so good, and it just becomes this flow, this daily reprieve, this daily awareness that it just becomes a lifestyle, you know? Like I just lost track of the days, lost track of the time, you know?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
How'd you become aware that you needed to become sober? Like, how do you know? You know what I mean?
That's a great question. So I guess you guys have probably heard the term rock bottom, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So rock bottom looks different for everyone, and no matter how severe or how little someone's rock bottom may appear from the outside, it's a rock bottom, you know? And to put it in the simplest way, my life just spun out of control. And I really didn't know what to do anymore. I didn't know. I was kind of losing my sanity. I was losing who I was as a person, as a mother. And, you know, there's sometimes pride comes into play, and it's really hard to ask for help. It's really hard to like admit. But they talk about it in the programs of Alcoholics Anonymous and Wellbriety, and you know, all of our recovery programs, how you have to surrender. You have to let go of what you thought you knew and just accept defeat. Man, I sound just like the big book right now, but
Yeah, it's always okay to not be okay.
yeah, for sure. I think it's important that you guys of the younger generation understand that it is okay to need help. It's okay to reach out. It's okay to say, you know, I'm not well today. And one thing about being in recovery is that my brain will always be sick as an alcoholic. And so that's why it's my duty today to do all of the spiritual and mental and physical things to keep my sanity, you know, keep my peace. So yeah, thank you for asking.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. So I think what we're gonna do so that everyone gets a chance to either be live today or learn about the podcast is we might do a few 30-minute sessions and let the other groups come and hop on and talk about the topics, what they've learned in this during the camp, They have some prevention topics that they are learning about. Did you guys have a specific topic?
There was
For
like
today?
a bunch of different topics. They asked us to pick one and to go off of that, but I kind of forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys got to do the little intro to the day with me, the meditation. And so I thank you both for being on here with me. Is there any questions or anything you have before we close out?
No.
When can I come back?
Whenever you want. We're always here, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
A few announcements that I want to make is we do have our women's support circle tonight with me here at 1950 South Shepherd. We will start at 6. And usually our circles last about an hour. Last week it was just me and one other person, so we had about a 30-minute circle, and that's okay. Children are welcome. I usually try to have an activity table set up for them so that they have markers, crayons, coloring sheets, fidget toys, Play-Doh, and all that to keep them entertained. I have been away from my women's group and so busy with traveling and different things that I haven't been very consistent with my group, but I look forward to getting back into that routine of being here every Wednesday, having a strong women's circle. That's what I'm passionate about, is uplifting and empowering women and letting them know that they're not alone. So we have that. We have our regular talking circle tomorrow, Thursday, at 7 p.m. here at 1950 with Dave, or I think sometimes Cassandra's here as well. Can you go, Theta, to our flyers? We haven't done our flyers in a long time. You will go to, hold on, wait. No. Okay, well, yeah, we'll talk about Talkspace. Talkspace offers virtual therapy twice a month. It's completely free, and the code is going to be Restore. I believe it's Restore. Self-guided lessons and skills. Yeah, 2 30-minute sessions with a licensed therapist. So that's awesome.
Okay.
You will please, to stay up to date on tour activities, text TOR. So that's to 888-580-4TOR. And that will just let you know what we're doing. We do still have our recovery housing assistance. We will pay up to $500 or 2 months rent, I believe. And it does have to be an OCAR certified home. So if you need resources, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You know how to get a hold of us. Okay, and then I should have had this up when I was talking about my meetings, but we do have Mending Mondays at 1950 South Shepherd, 7 p.m. That is a grief-based support circle. And then Wednesdays, we have my women's group. Thursdays, our regular talking circle, open to anyone. We, like Barry says, addiction does not discriminate, so neither should recovery. And in the month of August, I look forward to starting up my youth circle again. Whenever school starts, looking to get a better location closer to the school within walking distance and better time. So stay tuned for that. And then Friday nights, we have our men's meeting here at 1950 with Dave, and that will be at 7 p.m. So take advantage of our circles, guys. A lot of healing happens in this building, I promise you. Do we have any comments before we close out?
Timothy Davis, good morning from Huntington Beach.
Good morning.
And then Dina Baca said 8/12/94.
Oh, that's her sober date.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Sharon Beard said, cool, nice to hear from our youth of tomorrow. And then Dina Baca again, thank you, ladies. You gave me hope for today being in sobriety.
Oh,
It's good.
that's awesome. See, you guys got to be on here and make a difference today. So I thank you both for your courage. It is one last thing I want to close out with is it is important to talk with our youth and let them know, like, let you guys know that whatever you may be dealing with, whatever you may be going through, don't be afraid to share that with someone, you know. Don't be afraid to reach out and find support somewhere. Because I know that it's not easy for you guys in this world that we live in today. So thank you both. We will be back for another 30-minute session with another topic. So tune back in. Thank you all for watching.
Okay.